Hi, my name is Terry Lee from Sweet Pea Papers, and this is video 2 in our Winter Garden Folio series. Yes, it's been renamed to something much better. So what you're going to need in this video is you're going to need a brad, and then you're going to need a 1-inch circle punch, and you're going to need to punch out 2 circles out of a manila folder scrap. I always keep all my scraps just for that reason. And then a 1-inch, got a hair hanging there, sorry about that, a 1-inch circle of some of the paper. I just took this out of one of the solid back pages. Okay, so we'll set those up there, get them out of the way. Now you may have noticed that the folio looks a little bit different. I was having trouble deciding what to do about all these white envelopes on the manila folder, and it was making me crazy. And so what I decided to do, and I've done this before, only usually I use black, is that I painted the whole folio white, the edges, all of it. 2 coats, 3 coats where the logo was. Okay, actually maybe 4. Maybe 4. Okay. So now what we're going to do in this video is we're going to put the magnets on. We're going to trim the large envelope. Remember, it's stuck out, so I decided no, I did not like that. Then we're going to obviously we took all the envelopes off and we painted the folder. Now that's totally up to you whether you're going to do that or not. I just used some, let me see if I can reach it, some craft paint, just Deco Art Americana. This is December 10th, 2021. It's so close to 2022, I'm all confused. Anyway, if you are watching this right now, you can get this white paint for 99 cents on Amazon versus $5.99. So jump on it. Okay, just look up Deco Art Americana titanium white, or they call it snow white. Okay, let me set that out of the way. Now we're also going to put our cover image on, and I've decided on this one, and then this is actually going to be our back image. I was going to do this on the front, but then I decided this looked more like a front image. Okay, so the very first thing that we need to do is we're going to trim this envelope. We've got it attached, I think we had it attached to here, and it's stuck up. Sorry about that, I think I hit the mic. And it's stuck up past the yeah, I didn't have it facing over the back, and it's stuck up, yes, over this right here. And at first I said I don't care, it doesn't bother me, blah blah blah, but that is not true. So I cut the top off by about this much. I forgot to measure it when I did it. And I also trimmed this outside edge, cut just a little hair off so that it opens as a pocket. Now you'll notice that it also opens this way. So what we're going to do is we're just going to glue that shut so we don't have to worry about it. And then when we paper over it, then you won't see this area right here. Okay? All right. So we've cut our envelope, and all I did was just put it in the paper cutter. It's going to give you a little bit of trouble going over the glue. Okay? So I just put it in the trimmer and just trimmed it right off. And then I put it in this way and just trim the bottom right off. Just a little hair, not very much at all. All right, so now we're going to set this aside because we don't need it right now, but I just wanted to make sure to tell you that I had trimmed the envelope. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the magnets. And the great thing about magnets is that they have polarity, which means like the North and the South Pole. They, when two sides stick together, you'll see how they can stack. And that's because this one is attracted to that side of that one, and then this one is attracted to that side of that one. So what we're going to do is we're going to use 3 magnets, not 4. And we're going to flip one over. Whoops, now my brad is stuck, my 2 magnets are stuck, everything is stuck. Okay. Put these back in the box. I'm getting a little low on magnets. And if you have a magnet break, which happened to me, you can still use it. It doesn't affect its, as you can see, its ability to stick together. You just use it on something smaller. So don't throw those away if that happens to you. With these super thin ones, they're 10 millimeters around, so 10 millimeter diameter and 1 millimeter thick. It's there's a link to them everywhere, somewhere in this PDF. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you're a member of the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, then you will get a step-by-step PDF on how to do this. But you can only get it if you're a member of the group, not through YouTube. Okay, and the link to that obviously is below. So the first thing we're going to do, where's the magnet I marked? Magnet number 1. It's so confusing. Magnet number 1. So we're going to put a magnet here. Let me make sure. Yeah, because the center of there is going to be the center of the flat. What we're essentially going to do is we're going to use a magnet to hold the back shut, and then we're going to use another magnet to hold the flap up in the center. So let's put our magnet on. Do you like my technical method of putting a magnet on? It's called Scotch tape. You're going to glue the paper on over it. Just kind of make sure you don't have any giant wrinkles that are higher up than the magnet. Okay, now we're going to put another magnet here to hold this closed, which is going to be fun when we go to work with okay, so since that side sticks, we want that, then we want that side up. Now we need it to be in the middle. Well, the easiest way to do this is to put a piece of tape face up. I don't know what I was thinking. Sticky side up. You see how that rejected? Okay, stick it like that. Go like this, and then stick the tape to this paper. And it usually works. Yeah. Much easier. Okay. So now those two are going to stick to each other. Remember, you're going to have papers over it, and then we'll probably have something else on there. Obviously, we're not going to just have 2 blank pages, which we almost had because I forgot they were there. All right, so we've got the magnet holding those two together. It looks much better. And now we're going to put a magnet here so that it attaches onto there. And the way we're going to do that is exactly the same way I just showed you about putting the tape sticky side up. So let's stick the magnet on there first, because we have to find where it wants to stick. All right, see that? See how that repels it? I forgot to check first. So it means we'll flip it over. Because this one's attracted to this side of the magnet in the middle. The other one's attracted to the other side of the magnet in the middle. Where did it go? I did it again. How did I do that again? I flipped it over. Oh, there we go. I thought, what the heck is going on? It was reacting to the other magnet. So put that down and mush it. That's the technical term, mushing. So now we've only had to use 3 magnets instead of 4. How you like them crackers? Okay, now we're going to move on to the front. Now that we got all these magnets holding everything shut, we're going to put the front cover on, and I believe we cut it right down the middle because this is shorter this way, or narrower, that we will be able to use the paper to cover. Oh, and I didn't ink anything. No inking on this at all. I tried it with the vintage photo, and it did pop it off of the white, but I didn't like the way it looked inked. And it's totally your own preference. Yep, I think we're just going to cut it right down the center. Right down the center line in black pencil and a black pen. Probably a mistake. Well, actually, we need it right here. And then we'll cut the back from the other side. And it's a little bit of an optical illusion because this is here. So don't get, kind of messed up when you're doing your cutting or measuring, that you are possibly in the wrong place, because you're probably not. So all we have to do is glue this. We don't have to ink it. So let's open it up like this. I don't know if this is better or worse. Remember, there's a gusset here, so you have to go by that and not by the wondering if I did actually make that mistake when I was, well, I couldn't have because I had it folded. So maybe we will go back to putting it on folded. And then I'm putting it on to where there's a little bit of an edge there. I plan on leaving all of the tabs white. And I think I'm going to put a charm here. And yeah, we'll see about that. See if I can find something that matches. Oh, I have this. It's wrong though, because we're going to do silver. I have this bird in a bird cage. I don't know. I'll have to look into that and see what I've got, maybe in silver. That would match our winter theme in a silvery. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue that on instead of me blathering on. I could have had it glued on by now. Sorry. Not sorry. Let's try not to drag cuffs through the glue. Okay. In case you're wondering, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, which is late for me to record. Usually I'm recording earlier. I don't stay up all night. I just get up really early. I'm drinking coffee at 1. Okay. Oh, that's so cute upside down. How many of you were yelling, "It's upside down"? And you don't really get that slide factor as much on the paint. I'm used to being able to move the paper around. How cute is that? That is just cute as a button. Now, if you wanted to, you guys know me, I'm not a big cluster person. I need to learn how to do that. I mean, not learn, I know how to layer, but I need to just get better at it. You could put something here. But I just like the cleanness of this. I just like the way that it looks. I don't think it needs anything else, in my personal opinion. That's just me. Well, it's going to need a circle and a brad. It is going to need that. So what I want to do is I want to measure the center. And I'm going to measure the center of the paper and not from the top of the tab. Let me get glue all over my hands. Okay, so let's measure the center of the paper. This ruler is a zeroing ruler, which means it has a 0 in the center, and it goes out to 6 on either side. So if you get the 0, and then you get the same number at the top and at the bottom, like this should be 4 and it's 4 and an 8th and 4 and an 8th from either end. So that means the 0 right here is your center. Okay, so I want to put it in. I don't want to ruin the picture. And remember, the circle is 1 inch around. So I think that's too close. You know what I mean? I don't want that big circle right there by his head. So I'm going to just put it in up here. I'm not going to measure with the ruler that way. I am going to measure with this way because the circle is 1 inch around. So you need it to be at least 1 1/4 inches. I'm going to put it 1 inch. I'm going to put it 1 1/4 inches in. It's going to have to go there. I really don't like that. I guess I don't really have a choice. If I had painted this white, that might have worked. Or, let me see, what about, got all these other single papers. This is the same color because of the background. I don't want to just go poking holes in all my papers. But I feel like that one's too dark. Once I put it on there, I don't know, because the paper wasn't on the cover. What about the ticking? No, I don't think so. I guess that's it. Not happy about it. Not happy at all. This is a spare piece. This is the one I had tested the inking on, and now I've gone around and trimmed a little bit off the edges to remove the inking. I'm wondering, I want to put it closer over. That's what I'm going to do. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, that's right, because with it being an inch around, you only need it to be a ½ inch in from the edge, and then you just move it over a little bit more. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? So it only needs to be right here. Much better. I don't know what I was thinking. Because then when you put it on, the center is there, and then that blends in with the snow. I really honestly don't know what I was thinking. Let's see if I can find the center. Oops, that was crooked. That's definitely not the center. This one's off. So that means I know the center is about right there. Yep. All right, now I'm going to get my crocodile out. I put mine on the smaller setting. Some people put it on the larger. Yeah. Anyway, I make the smaller hole, punch the hole right through the center. And then we're going to take and we're going to punch a hole in the cover. Make sure that we're all laid out here and that we're not punching through more than one page. We use the smaller one on that one too. Okay, we're done with that. So now we're just going to take the brad that isn't stuck to any magnets anymore. We're going to take the brad. We're going to put this on here. Wow, this is going really quick. I think I'll get... Oh, we still have to seal up the envelope. But see, if this had been the larger hole, I don't know why people use the larger hole. Maybe that makes it looser, so it's easier to wrap the string around. We're not going to put the string around it right now. The string is going to wrap around. We're not going to have two of these. We're just going to have the one, and we're going to tie the string on, and then we're going to wrap it around twice, and then we're going to do it again, and that's going to be our closure. Okay, so now we need to put a piece of tape on this. That way it doesn't move. And it's a little bit smoother. Yeah, that's better. Make sure your tape isn't far enough over that you can see it on the white. Okay. Even though it's clear tape, it is shiny. So that's that. Now I do have the paper picked out for this. Which is this, so we could do that. Let's fix the envelope. Oh, I also have that paper picked out for this and this. So we could do those first because this has the pockets. Oh, we can do the back cover. Yeah, let's just guess what we're going to do. So, even though I had it all written down. Okay, so let's take a little bit of glue and glue this. Yeah, we'll glue this shut. Glue it right along where the little glue was. There'll be a little bit of extra paper right there. Oh, good grief. And I've got 3 fingers, right? I got my thumb and my other 2 fingers and got everything involved. I'm just using a dry wet wipe. Just dried out a clean one. Okay, so now we've got this ready to go. So we can set it back up here. I'm still trying to decide whether to use the CD covers with the hole in it in the picture, or if it would be better to just use them as flaps. So I'm trying to decide. I'm thinking one with a picture. They're both going to have cards in them, and one without. I don't want it to just be wah, in your face, super busy. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's do the back. Now this, wow, fits exactly without me doing anything, even though it's a little bit past the center. So that works out good, because even though I cut it, you still have all this effect like you do on the outside edge. Well, now that means it was meant to be. I'm going to tell you the truth, I'm not really sure how that happened. I thought I was going to have to trim a little off of it, because this is a little bit off center, you know, wider than center. Fabri-Tac in the morning. Yay! Oh, and there's a mistake right here that I need to fix with the paint. It got stuck to something, and when I took it apart, I don't remember what it was, but when I took it apart, it pulled a piece of the paint off. Okay, that's too cute for words. So those are our 2 pretty pages. Then the rest of these will have something on them. All those. Okay. So let's see what else was on here. Brown back cover, blah, 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 na, na, na. I think that's everything that we were going to do. And it's been 30 minutes because I yapped along. Why don't we, let's go ahead and do at least one of these. And then you can do the other without watching me, because they're exactly the same. But it looks like you're going to have to print out another. If I realized that, I would have trimmed it a little bit. I want to use these writing pages. You know, I need to trim the top on one half and the bottom on the other. No, top on both, because it's just a little bit too tall. Just a smidge, just a hair. Because I definitely want some of the white to show. Okay, so let's do that. Just a little bit. And then we're going to cut it in half right down the middle. Which is going to be A lot of times if you do these by eye, it's not quite right. Go. You know what? Let me look at that again. All I have to do is get my darn pencil out. In a sea of white. Okay, so you want this little gap. I really just don't want that to look like that though. So we are going to cut it. Let me mark it down here. And we'll just have the bigger border around the writing pages. Because this is a little bit wider than the cover in the back. That's what the difference is. Okay, so we'll put this one here. We'll put the other one on the inside. So you can see why we needed to do the magnets. Okay, and then once we do that, then we'll be done. So I'll just glue on one. No sense in you watching me glue on both. Gluing is gluing. I just wanted you to see what it looks like. Not the gluing, the paper. I like this one with the winter rose. Must be hothouse roses, huh? Get that all straight. Make sure you get all the corners stuck down on this because of the paint. And it is kind of crinkly sounding. It's not your imagination. Sounds like vinyl. Well, it is, isn't it? Acrylic paint is plastic. Okay, so we'll just leave off there. When you do this one, remember when you flip it down, then you want to put the paper on this way. You don't want the bird towards the center. You want him down here. And then when you flip it up, that one's the right side up. Okay, so that's your homework. You take care of that one. And next time we will probably do this page. And I'm not sure about doing the center. We may just go ahead and do the center. I'll see. And then we'll be all ready for the next video. All right. Well, that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next video. This is Terry Lee, and I will see you then. It'll be just a second for you and a day for me. Bye-bye.